Well, Carolina returns to action following their bye week on Sunday when they take on the Seattle Seahawks. Panthers linebacker Frankie Luvu was kind enough to join us earlier this week to talk about the team's season so far. Tonight, in part 2, we take a little trip down memory lane.
That was a big signing day when I signed with the Carolina. Fresh start, new beginnings, new opportunities, and Mom and Dad was there. Yeah, that was a special moment right there. And I just got the house for them. That's the house I got. And then I went back and finally surprised them when they came back from Samoa to the house, and I got signed.
So a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, the next one. Oh, this is one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah, that's the running back days. Yeah, I was 43. I was a huge fan of Troy Polamalu growing up. So I was playing with the Chargers. This was 8th grade, and I was playing running back, and my boy on the right, his name was Tommy. He was like this white kid that always kicked it with all the Samoans, and then my boy Oluwao. But that was my first ever time playing sports, or football actually. And it was called the AYF, American Youth Football. And yeah, I actually scored the first score on the opening game.
Okay.
It's an 80-yard run. I was gone.
Okay. So this next photo I picked for a reason. It's really the shirt that you have on, which I think you predicted your future.
Hey, I did not know that.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
I want to say I was I don't know, you were in high school here? Or?
That was my senior year. That was my senior year. That's crazy. My senior year, so one of my best friends, he was a Carolina fan. And so he'll have all these Carolina gear, so I just happened to snag one of his shirts on that game day. But
when I saw it, I was like, wait a minute.
It was meant to be.
It was meant to be.
It was meant to be.
You're here now.
Yeah.
Okay, I only have a few more.
Oh yeah, that's QB1.
Okay.
The one with
But it still brings the energy,
He still brings the energy. And so yeah, that's all the boys. We all went out in high school. It's all my close friends.
Went to high school with all these people?
Yeah.
Okay.
I went to all high school with all of them, and this is a game they circle on their calendar that they were all gonna make out.
So why this game? That's just the date that worked, or they wanted to be at this?
Oh, a lot of them have kids, and why? So it's hard for them to adjust their schedule. Yeah, so they made it out and they showed up for sure.
All right, last one.
And then a big S. Shout out to my Samoa family, 684. I take pride in taking my island with me and my culture and my heritage. So the few of many to make it, but then, just showing love, that's it.
I like it. At first you could tell he was kind of like, what are you doing to me, Ashley?
Yeah, he's all right, Stro, I don't know where we're going with this, but you never know what you can find on social media, and he was such a good sport.
Yeah, he got comfortable at the end.
Yeah, and a great kind of story of when he was young playing football to the Carolina Panthers t-shirt to being on the field for them now.